YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Evil Genius 2, World Domination. So today we're going to embark on a playthrough from the beginning. We're going to do some science. We're going to be testing out some trap layouts that I have in mind that I honestly actually don't know if will work or not. So we may be witnessing something awesome. We may be witnessing something horrific in the not working out department. But either way, we're going to be doing a science and expanding our knowledge. Better audio. Okay, good. All right, so I am absolutely enjoying this game. I don't do formal reviews, but what I always tell people is watch one of my Let's Plays, or live streams as it were, put yourself in my shoes and ask yourself, if I was doing what Pinstar is doing right now, would I be enjoying myself? And the answer to that may vary based on your own personal gaming habits and preferences. But I personally have been enjoying the ever-living heck out of this game. So let's dive in. Now, I did have a request to see the bios of our 4 geniuses, so I will be giving you guys a grand tour of that. So we've got Maximilian. He is from the original Evil Genius, the one that carried over from there. He is the all-rounder. He's got more minions. He can insta-train minions, and yeah, he just has more overall. He throws large numbers at people here. Bio, Maximilian von Klein owns lots of things. He even owns you. You might not even realize it, but he does. He fancies himself a maverick inventor, although most of his creations go awry, usually resulting in the death of the person behind the trigger rather than in front of it. It makes no difference to him. Weapons are weapons, profit is profit, and other people are disposable. Why else would there be a need for weapons? Now Maximilian is setting his sights higher than a multi-billion-dollar corporation. He'll do whatever it takes. Run for president, hold a gun to the world's head, all in the name of profit. Everything he touches will turn to gold. Then we've got Red Ivan. Now, Red Ivan was also from the original Evil Genius, but he was a henchman, not one of the geniuses, but he has since promoted himself to Evil Genius. He's the muscle minion specialist. He gives combat buffs to muscle minions. He has his own personal rocket launcher to which he can dispense, destruction to. And he doesn't have to pay his muscle minions as much, so he can field a much larger army. Life in Hammer's military was far too peaceful for Ivan's test. After earning his nickname on the battlefield, he established himself as a fearsome gun for hire. When the last Evil Genius arose, he immediately joined up and made himself an invaluable henchman. As a reward for his service, he was gifted with a country of his very own to rule with a literal iron fist. Yeah, because he's got like a robot hand here. Citizens of Ivania never questioned their leader. Since his last employer disappeared, he stayed until now. Hey, Dover! We're just going through, you haven't missed too much. We were just going through the different bios of the geniuses here. All right, now we've got Emma. So Emma is the deception genius, and I almost went with her, but I'm actually under embargo right now that I can only play as Maximilian or Zalika, and I happen to really like Zalika, so, but let me just show you Emma here. So when minions are in her vicinity and she has her power, it increases their spotting power. So it can help minions spot disguised or otherwise hidden agents that might be slinking about. She can also reset henchman cooldowns, which allows you to use their henchman powers more frequently, which could be, I could see some very strong combos with that. And her deception minions are more efficient. And she can reduce heat more efficiently. So she can fly under the radar a bit more efficiently. Emma was a spy master who saved the world countless times until the day she failed. While the Overlord ruled, she marshaled her resources and prepared for afterwards, but when order was restored, the world slid back into the status quo. Emma was horrified, then furious, then resolute. The world didn't need her to save it. It needed her to end it. So yeah, she used to be one of the good guys, and then she got all disillusioned by, after doing her job well, the world just went back to sucking. She's like, all right, you know what? I just got to destroy the world. It's enough of this. And then last but not least, my fella, you got the goggles. It's the goggles. Zalika, the science mastermind. The embargo for some of the content, because this is still technically technically according to the last document they sent me, Justin, I still am beholden to Maximilian and Zalika until the literal the 30th. Yes, that beehive, indeed. So, in her vicinity, science minions get a bigger boost. She can immediately repair things around her and put out fires. And her science minions are more capable than most. So she does research a lot faster. The ends justify the means, and Zalika never dreams small. She created her first artificial intelligence, the Integrated Robotic Intelligence System, at the age of 6, and beat it at chess a year later. Zalika sees society the way it is, patterns of individuals who think they're acting on free will. Most humans are dreary creatures who don't know what's good for them and waste time with petty squabbles. People want algorithms to tell them how to live. They need a single intelligence to bring about a golden age of prosperity. Humanity runs on code. It needs a coder, and Zalika is just the supreme intelligence for this job. Oh, then I may have misread the embargo docs, but either way, I'm going to be playing Zalika because I like Zalika. I legitimately like Zalika. So let's dive into her. Enough dribba-drabba. Now, we got 3 different islands to pick from, and I happen to like Cane Key, aka the Donut. Perfect for the unassuming recluse, Cane Key Casino features a secluded helipad surrounded by a low but intimidating mountain range. Owing the island's natural defenses, any visitors must pay a visit to the casino before they can get a good look at anything else on the island, something that the other islands can't. Beware, though, if your guests are on the rowdy sort who dress in uniforms and carry fully automatic weaponry, your casino may end up looking like a war zone. Affectionately known by the locals as the Donuts. Alright. And then last but not least, we're going to go hard mode. Now, I am going to enable the tutorial, even though I don't need the tutorial. I've been through it enough to know the ins and the outs of the games. I'm going to have it on, 1, to, show it to you guys, but 2, there are some game balance things that when you turn the tutorial off, the game isn't quite there as far as, pacing of things. Things start coming at you a little bit faster than you can realistically deal with them. And it creates more of an RTS hectic experience than I like, rather than a methodical planning base building experience, which is what I like in this type of game. So, tutorial enabled it is, but we are playing on hard. Let us begin. All right. Yes, I did a few quick ones, but I purposely didn't do any full plays. I'm glad that I hope that helps you choose your genius when you pick up the game.
Use the camera controls to move the camera around your lair.
All right. Yeah, rotate the camera, blah, 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 zoom. The camera controls are exactly what you'd expect.
Who do you think you are? giving me instructions like that.
I'm here to help.
I do like how she yells at the tutorial guy.
What to do next in a friendly and helpful manner.
Talk more. I'm going to be actually getting into that. I have a little trick that I'm going to show off that I've found to be useful along that line. So hold that thought. You'll see that in action in a little bit.
But you're here to do everything I say.
Good thinking, by the way.
Correct. Step 1. Tell us what you want, and the minions will do it. We're eager to please, and also eager to live. Please stop looking at me like that.
New main objective available.
All right, so
Your lair will be much more impressive once it has more rooms.
the training wheels are stuck on pretty hard for those first couple of steps.
Store your gold.
But as we go through, the training wheels will come off, and we can get a little bit more free form. These first couple of rooms, they kind of force my placement, but we can easily move rooms around.
Paint tiles over the highlighted area. This will be where we'll build your vault. Gold pallets will increase the amount of gold you can keep in your lair.
So little note
It's best
about
not
here.
to leave your gold sitting in the open. Add a door to your vault.
Oops. There we go.
Once you are done, select confirm to give the order to your minions.
So each pallet increases. So we start out with the ability to hold 40,000 gold, just invisibly. Like you can, without a vault at all, you can hold 40,000 gold. That isn't that much in the grand scheme of things.
Wait for your minions to install the door before moving on. Ordered furniture must first be collected from the depot under the helipad.
We can go on here and yell at them
This
to do
is crucial to my success.
to have them prioritize it and get it done a little bit faster. You don't have to do this. Yes, moving rooms around is good. Now, when I say moving rooms around, I don't necessarily mean like pick up the entire room and move it around 2-point hospital style. What I do mean is you can gut a room of the base objects, paint over it with a new room type, and use that same space in it as a different room, and the game won't throw too much of a fuss when you do that. So it's pretty flexible in that sense.
New main objective available.
Now your gold is safe. Let's add another room to the lair.
Yep, a barracks.
Minions need to rest after a day of evil deeds. Let's build a barracks.
There's so many better
Give
places
minions
for a
places to
barracks than
sleep
this
when their
place.
Vitality or morale start to run low.
And I do not like putting
Doors can
a...
be placed between walls. They always need a gap of 4 tiles. Once you are done, select confirm to give the order to your minions.
I don't like the...
Systems menu.
I don't like putting a door in my
Objectives will help
barracks.
pave the way to world domination.
So yeah, that's a freebie
Objectives
one that
will
they
give
give you right up
small,
front.
Frequent challenges. Collect this one now for a reward. Food is an essential part of any minion's
All right,
diet.
now they want the mess
Without
hall.
it, they'll become more unhealthy and less intelligent. Much less intelligent.
I also don't like how they lay out the mess hall. But again, we can fix
You can
this.
rotate any item in your lair. You can also move them after they've been constructed. Basic food counters restore minion smarts and vitality, and stop stomachs from rumbling.
All right, will you shut it? Let me talk here. Cons find it. All right, so first things first, let's fix this. One, I don't like doors into my barracks, so we're going to cancel that. Because minions come in and out of there, doors just slow them down, and the barracks is not a place that's even very... It's not even suspicious. So agents getting a peek at your barracks are not going to gain any suspicion. You know, they're not going to run in and randomly start blowing up beds. Nor are they going to start taking pictures as evidence of evil doing. So there's really no reason to have a door in front of your barracks. Now, one thing I like to do here, and in fact, I think I'll do this even before, well, I'll let them finish the room in case I don't want to glitch out the tutorial, but they are going to want a couple of lockers as an optional objective, which I will humor them with temporarily. Lockers will increase your minion count. Currently our capacity is 15. We have 15 minions. Once we construct those additional lockers, we will gain additional minion capacity.
I'm thinking. I'm intrigued to see the results.
Also, we can do so much better and more efficient with our placement of these. Put the food counters up here, like that. And then that leaves rooms for food counters down here, so it's better. We don't have to build the extra food counters right off the bat, but can you move the casino or add remove parts to it? Yes, you can. While the game does start you out with the casino as essentially the casino, quote unquote, is its own room type, which you can then deconstruct and construct new forms of casino room elsewhere in the base. It doesn't even necessarily need to be in the front, although that's the one place that makes the most logical sense for it to be. So yeah. You can absolutely be flexible with the casino, and you are not beholden to this layout that they give you at the front. In fact, one of the things I'm going to be testing is going to involve sort of butchering and gutting the part of the casino that they give us, and using that for more regular base stuff. Yeah, it starts out this way, and also all this furniture here, this stuff does nothing. It's broken. It's purposely broken. The entire purpose of it is for you to sell it off for some cash. Now, we don't really need the cash right now. I'm going to sort of hold on to that because that's extra stuff that you could get yourself a quick influx of cash later on when it's a little bit more needed.
Optional objective complete.
All right, optional objectives, also a great way to get cash. But you've got to make sure that you have room in your vault before you claim the rewards. All right.
New main objective available.
Power
It
station.
seems we're low on power.
Yeah.
Let's fix that before continuing.
Normally the base would
Build
go off
space for a
of...
power
Shut up.
station.
Normally...
Place this where you
Oh, he
like,
keeps
but be
talking.
careful,
Can I
as
shoot
it
him,
could be a
please?
tempting target for enemy agents.
So yeah, normally the base would go into low power mode because you'd be negative power, but because we canceled the door and the door uses 1 power, we're actually not power negative. That said, we still need to build a power station. Power is your life blood down here. And I think I'm going to put it down here. Yeah, I like the power station like right here.
Generators power items in the lair. Without it, almost nothing will function. Be careful, as enemy agents will attempt to sabotage your generators if they find them.
Yeah, it should be okay. Although, actually, hang on. We could be a little bit more aggressive with the power room itself. Yeah, actually, you know what? We'll do this. And because we're not actually doing a proper door here, hang on, game. We're going to put that up here, and then we're going to just notch that down so that we have a wider opening here. But that will allow us to place a door right here. And you do want a door in front of your power station, because that is a tempting target for enemy agents who want to go blow that up. Now if we go a little bit deeper here, maybe, but maybe not. See, if we do this, it's going to cut off the rest of this room. We need to have people be able to get around here. So in that case, we could do something, although, maybe not. All right, hang on. This is where like my obsession with efficiency is a thing. Actually, ooh, that works out almost beautifully, but not quite beautifully enough. Bah. All right, well, you know what? I'm going to kick the can on this one. We're just going to place...
It sure is dark, isn't it? Are you scared? No? Me neither.
Actually, yeah, we don't need all of those. We only actually need to start with one, so we'll start with the one, and then we'll grow from there. Because we can expand this a little bit wider. Well, glad you enjoyed the videos, Flint. And welcome back, Brian. All right. Now, one other thing that I am going to do with this is, well, we'll move the barracks when we're ready to repurpose the barracks room, because I do not like the barracks being right here. It just doesn't fit right with how I want to build things here. Now, let me see. All right, yeah. As soon as they make space, that's when the ghost of the object can be there. Now, once that happens, one of your minions is going to run to the helipad and purchase the actual item. That's when the gold gets taken out of your stuff. They then bring the item over here with this big old item gun. Oh, actually, it looks like they already got the door. Somebody else, yeah. There's the person with that, and yeah, there's the extra door to bring us into -1 power, but that's okay, because we're about to launch the generator on there. Plunk, and we are back in power.
Defeated agents lie in body bags on the floor, causing minions to lose morale if they get too close. Build an incinerator in your power station to dispose of them.
Yeah, that works. And yes, your incinerator will see a lot of
New
action.
main objective available.
Open the character selection panel, then select the Evil Genius portrait to highlight and follow your Evil Genius. With the Evil Genius selected, interact anywhere in the highlighted area to move your genius.
It's just making sure that you know that your genius is one of the few characters that you can directly control, the other being
You need a
henchmen.
control room to send minions into the world. Let's lay down a plan for one.
Ah, yes, the control room. So the control room is one of your lifelines to the outside world, and really your main way that you gain money and other items from the world map. And so your control room is going to be very big, very power hungry, and very important. So yeah, you want to place it in there. Exactly, Flint. Yes, barracks is zero suspicion, so you can let enemy agents take a big old sneak peek at that, and they're not going to care. All right, so what I'm going to do here is let's actually grab some corridor tool down here, and we'll put you down here, and then we'll go flip over here to the. Oops.
Radio repeaters provide broadcast strength, allowing us to maintain criminal networks across the globe.
And yeah, this is another room that we definitely want a door in front of. There we go, a nice radio repeater here. Plenty of room for more, and trust me, there's going to be more.
The more of the world you can infiltrate. For now,
well, top down, you can adjust the angle a little bit, but yeah, this is the main view that you're going to be in. There's also a world map mode, which we'll be seeing actually very, very soon once we get our radio repeater built. Yes, you could actually put the barracks in the middle of your casino, and the agents won't really care. There's a lot of stuff that you can do with mixed purpose rooms. And actually, while they're doing that, let's add another let's add some more power generation here, because we're going to need it. We are absolutely going to need it. Actually, we can put one down here. Ooh, actually, here's something we can do. Oops. Print that there, and then that lets us do this. Yeah, actually, this is, I'm liking this stacking method a little bit more. If all right, hang on. I'm feeling my oats here. All right, we got to push that back just a smidge meter further. And now we can slot you in here, and there's still room for everyone to access. Beautiful. And yeah, I know, we shut the power off for a second, but at the moment, that's not a bad liability. Later on, having the power go out can be harmful, to say the least. But yeah, getting a nice bunch of juice here. Also, one little thing of note is since we are on hard mode, our generators, our base generators, only give us 9 power. On regular mode, they give you 10 power. Doesn't seem like much, but it adds up. So you need a little bit more infrastructure to keep your base humming. Alright, so we got our room going up here, and also we got minions coming in to lay these things down. We want to make sure we don't spend too much money until we get our radio repeater up, because we're going to need to start making some cash on the world stage. And we need to be able to afford the actual radio repeater so that we can keep sending people out. Alright, so we got one of those going in. Our power supply, nice and high. Most things, no, actually, thank you for the subscription, by the way, Heather. Thank you very much. Most things use a variable amount of power. Sometimes you get ones, like the doors only use like one. The canteen, the food items here, these things use 2 power. There's things that use 3, so it's not all in numbers of 5. Some things use 10. There are a couple of big nasty ones that use like 15 power. But there is also tech to get better generators, so you're not stuck just spamming a bunch of 9 power ones of these. But in the early game, we are, but that's all we really need. Yeah, it does. It is a struggle keeping the power going, because your base is always growing and everything wants electricity. Well, almost everything.
Objective available.
All right, to the world stage.
Each of the highlighted regions is an excellent place to start your journey towards world domination. Select a suggested region, or any other region if you know what you are doing, and scout it to establish a criminal
I know what I'm
network.
doing. And what I'm actually going to be doing here is this island is the least vulnerable to Patriot, which is the blue territories. So even though they are across the globe, I'm actually going to be hitting up Patriot a little bit more aggressively compared to the rest of the world. So let's get started by going here. The recommended, there is a reason for it being the recommended location. It'll be useful later down.
Fast forward at any time.
Yes, 4 levels up and down. So you've got a basement, first floor, which is what we're on, second floor, and third floor. So yes, now we are
Once
speeding
built,
things
you
up.
can use our criminal network to run schemes in this region.
We're just waiting for our minions to get on the helicopter. And there we go. Getting sent to the world stage. Establishing criminal network. So now that will give us a toehold in Greenland here.
I'm all packed, boss. Send me into the world, and I'll come back with plenty of gold.
Come back? You think you're coming back? No. I'm not having you coming back here. Tracking justice all over the place like mud. They'll follow you right to my door. And then where would we be? Take a little gold for yourself, then send the rest back here. Use your share to live a quiet life. Or else.
So yeah, that's their explanation as to why you don't have minions coming back.
You will receive small amounts of gold as they progress.
So our tutorial one here is we're going to send 2 minions out, and we get 5,000 bucks
before questioning them.
All right, so while we wait for that to go on there, we got to get our prison up and running. And to get our prison up and running, I actually want the prison where the barracks is. Yes, specifically Evil Stairs. I think it's more about the engineering of going up and down and not have like the ceiling collapse on you type of deal is kind of my way how I mentally rationalize that. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to move this because the prison, I want the prison right here, which means we need to move the barracks. The barracks I actually want in this hallway. So we're going to transform this hallway into just pure barracks. Because there's no rule that says you have to, this has to be a corridor. No, no, no. I don't want it to be a corridor. And heck, we can, actually, we can move you because we do, now that we are going to be turning this into a prison, I do actually legitimately want the door there. But I don't want one there now. So yeah, more, oops. We'll keep that door here for the time being. Now, for our items, we're going to move and get the beds along the walls here. Actually, no, we want the beds on the other side of the wall, more surface area. Move. And let's get a bunch more beds, because we're going to need more minions. Yeah, we can have them on here, here, here. These things are cheap, like 500 a pop. So, yeah, nothing to worry about on that front. There. And now, what we can do is we can start taking these things over here, these lockers, since they fit in so nicely with the rest of the thing here, and we can get a whole bunch more lockers and just nestle them in alongside all of this so we can get our minion count nice and high. Boom. Oh yeah, and we actually need to plan the prison. Now that we've emptied this room out, we need to now repurpose this room as prison tiles.
These holding cells hold 1 prisoner each. If you don't have any free cells, your minions can't capture people. Once this interrogation chair is built, we can use it to make prisoners tell us their secrets.
New main objective available.
There we go.
Experiment
Now
with
we have a lot
interrogating
for our
agents.
minions to do.
You never know what secrets you will uncover.
Build more lockers if you want more minions.
Yeah, I know. I temporarily am over the limit now that we took down those lockers, but they'll be putting the lockers back. Now, when you do transform a room, they do have to like paint over the floor to formally change it. So there is a little extra transformative work that needs to be done, but it's not that expensive and it doesn't take that long. So I view it as a pretty flexible affair here. And yeah, no, sleep is for the weak. And now that we're getting more minions in here, let's get some more mess hall dining items here, just so that we can keep up with the needs.
A scheme has succeeded.
Now, I normally would go and flip and start up a new scheme, but I know for a fact that we're going to get a new story mission scheme as soon as we finish building the prison here. So I'm going to wait for that so that it can prompt me to do the story one, so that way I'm not busying my stuff. Yeah. Yes, no, do it in real life. Absolutely, go and get more, get plenty of sleep. But if you are a minion in my lair, no sleep for you. Oh well, sleep for you, but you gotta want it, because all this running around. Good luck actually getting some good sleep.
Where we're going, we don't need roads. Head to the world stage to recruit a scientist.
That's why I didn't start a new scheme, because I knew that this one was coming.
Schemes are often highlighted on the world stage with colored signs. Keep your eyes open for these important schemes.
All right,
Once
we're at
complete,
13 power.
The scheme will yield you a fresh-faced scientist.
Also, you can see these are the minions going out there. Also, speaking of making you minions, one thing I've asked the devs, but unfortunately is not a feature at the moment, is the ability to rename your minions. I would absolutely be doing name-in-game patron naming stuff for my minions if I could, but at the moment, you cannot rename minions, which makes me sad. But they never said that it couldn't be done. It just might not be something they have available day one. Yeah. Earplugs, blindfolds, or a lot of sleeping pills. As a IRL light sleeper, this would be a nightmarish sleeping situation here. But again, we're evil, so I am not beholden to put in reasonable conditions for my people. All right. All right, we already got our minions on there, so that mission should be finishing pretty quickly. I know, Dana. I want to. I so want to.
Objective complete.
That was the first thing I checked when I got my hands on this. Like, can I rename minions? Because now I can see.
I'm ready to uncover the mysteries
But unfortunately
of the universe
not.
for you, boss. What do you want me to research?
Interesting word. Research. Implies you're searching for something a second time. You better not be charging me for the same work twice.
New main objective available.
Your
All right.
new scientist appears to believe that we can use a training room to teach our slack-jawed minions how to do specialist jobs.
All right.
Get one built, and you can find out for sure.
Let's get a training room going here. Well, there's Kansaki, there's ways to sort of prevent certain minions from being shipped off to the world map by having them specialize or prioritize them in a task that involves something other than the world map. So there are ways to sort of funnel them into positions where they'll stick around, assuming an agent doesn't kill them. So yeah. All right, so training room. I want to put the training room like further deeper in because you don't need a lot of foot traffic for that. So let's get this going here, like, you know, more corridor. And the training room will eventually become rather large. So Something like that. That should be good.
Each specialist minion type requires a trainer of its own. Request a scientist trainer.
That works.
Once built, you will be able to instruct your minions to train as scientists. Having more scientists will speed up future research.
All right, now that we've done our story missions, we have free reign to actually start tapping into this. Now, little bit of a tip here that I've been doing some research. Pay attention. Pay attention. So, you typically, for your level 1 areas, you have 2 different types of missions here. You've got a mission where we could send 3 workers to go pick up 20,000 bucks, and that takes 30 minutes. Or you can send 3 workers for a 3-minute mission that only yields 10,000 bucks and only yields half the heat. So the heat ratio is tied to how much money you make. So neither of these are more or less heat efficient. But this mission finishes 10 times faster. So that lets you get money faster. That lets you do missions to lower your heat faster. So it's actually these 3-minute missions are far superior to the 20,000 for the level 1s, because you also get 1 free worker per minute. So the workers replace themselves. It takes 3 workers. It takes 3 minutes. The 3 workers that you lose to this will have replaced themselves. So I will be spamming the $10,000 missions. How much money do workers cost, and how long does it take to obtain them? So the your yellow jumpsuited workers are free. They come. You get 1 of them per minute automatically, as long as you're under your cap here. Now, you can rush hire them by paying a lot of money, but that's not very financially efficient. Now, your advanced minions do actually draw a salary. So our science minions, we have to pay per in-game day 421 bucks. So you don't want to spam too many of these advanced minions because their salaries will be a drain on your stuff. But the yellow suits are free. All right, do we have any other 6 more minions. Collect reward. Establish 2 additional criminal networks. There we go. All right, so while we were waiting for that, let's get a couple more radio repeaters so we can get more criminal networks set up. Because you do need more of these to do that. Beautiful. The elite minions, those are henchmen. I think they do draw a salary, but they're named and unique. We'll get one a little bit later on. All right, so yeah. Now, one of the reasons I went with the tutorial is, as you can see, our casino is empty right now. No tourists, and more importantly, no agents. We actually have a chance to get a toehold established before the agents start sniffing around. I also noticed that our power is a little bit on the lower side. Let's fix that. Once again, power is always a thing that you need to keep up with. All right, let's see what we got here. Can we... Oh, because that would seal that off completely. Got it. So we have to place this like this. But then that would seal that off completely. All right, then we'll do like a T intersection type deal. Although, Okay, nope, hang on. Oh yeah, I can't cut through that type of rock yet. So yeah, this is going to have to stay like this for the moment. Not the most efficient layout. Yeah, all right. Yeah, this just is not a fun place to place these things. Okay, yeah, you know what? That can work. This needs to go back like one item here, one unit. I hate to do all this destruction, but do I have an evil laugh? Oh, I absolutely have an evil laugh. You will hear the evil laugh, but I don't just break it out for no reason. An evil cackle when setting up an electrical room? It doesn't warrant that. We need to save it. We save and savor it. But trust me, the evil laugh will be coming out. Trust me. Right then, let's scooch this around a smidge meter here. I'm all about base optimization here, and we can do that. Make the make this room a little bit more tight and compact. Like that, which then allows us to draw out our electrical room a little bit more efficiently here. Now then, let's find a better space for all these things. Ooh, I like. And then hang on. This area is still a little iffy. Yeah, because then that just makes this whole area a little bit iffy as well. And if we close off these little nooks here, yeah, then that one becomes no bueno. Okay. All right, we'll just save it like that. Yes, when they find the lasers, I will absolutely laugh. And we will be setting up our lasers.
Available.
All right, what else we got here for optional objectives? Interrogate an agent. Absolutely. All right, we got our radio repeaters online, which means we can set up additional criminal networks. Now, I've been experimenting around here, and part of me, I'm on the fence with this, so don't take this as a dyed-in-the-wall tip. But I'm going to focus all of my attention on Patriots so that we only have one agency, at least in the beginning, that's coming after us. Now, that could be a good thing, that could be a bad thing, as far as this goes. So, you know, couple of things to try out here. We'll go you, and then we'll do you. That may or may not be a smart idea. Still, no sharks. We have to invent sharks, or at least shark pits. But there is a shark trap. I don't actually know if they are laser mounted or not. But sharks are involved one way or another. Yeah, we just spent a whole crap ton of our minions and sent off a whole crap ton more of them into the helicopter. So we're going through our minions, but they'll come around and we get more of them. Like I said, one free minion every single minute. Yes, Patriots in Canada. It's just how the world gets split into regions here. And their way of not sort of stepping on international toes by naming specific countries and nations that you're going after. These are just the agencies that protect these particular nations that you're going up against. I don't actually know what Patriot in the context of this game is an acronym for, because everything seems to be an acronym. You know what?
A new criminal network has been established.
Hang on. I know we're doing a lot of Tetris here, but just bear with me. No, actually no. It's as good as it's going to get for the moment. Until we can start tapping into this stone. Although, actually, hang on. Did I miss something? I think I did. Yes, I did miss something. That changes the equation. That, my friends, changes the equation. Because then we move this. And there we go. Beautiful. Oh, much better. We could squeeze one more in there. Pacific Atlantic Trade Regional International Territories. Thank you, Michael. I figured they actually had an acronym for that. But yes, that is what the acronym is for. All right, and they're finally going to be getting that. Took them long enough. Granted, I was a little bit obsessed with the Tetris here. But all in this pursuit of more power. All right, we've set up our network here, so let us, again, we're going after the $10,000 missions to get the money flowing. And this one's almost done, and our heat is almost full, so we're going to want to bleed away some of the heat. 39 heat, yeah. We're going to want to get rid of some of this heat here. Now, in terms of heat dispersal, there's a couple of different options available to us. We can send workers and get rid of the heat for free, or we can get rid of the heat immediately, but it costs us money. I'm going to take the freebie method for the moment, because you can always cancel it. And then this recently won. Nope, we want the 10,000 one, please. Thank you.
New main objective available.
With the correct training furniture built in your training room, you can request that your minions train to become specialists. Head to the minion training screen to request training of some new scientists. Your workers will start to train automatically. They'll learn faster if another minion is able to teach them.
So yes, we got to make more scientists now, because then we'll be able to start researching. And that one's absolutely. That's good. I'm looking forward to showing off the researching tree here and all the wonderful toys that you can get. And that's where Zalika really shines. Like, that's her shtick. She is the research genius. All right, we got that, so we get some extra free cash. Always stay hydrated. Always good to be hydrated. All right, let's fast forward.
Main objective available.
Your minions will need somewhere to perform their research.
Yes, a
Plan a
laboratory. All right, so the laboratory, I think I'm going to put right up here. Yeah, like a nice big 8x8.
Whiteboard is essential for scientists to perform research. As we unlock more potent research, we'll need to provide them with more advanced equipment.
So yeah, you got 3 different pieces of science equipment. These 2 are a lot more expensive, both in terms of money and power, but some of the later researches require them. So for the moment, we just want the whiteboard. And we want several whiteboards here. Now each of these suck up 5 power, but they are absolutely worth it. Because you can get your research rate going nice and quick here. And they don't like those 2 being blocked off. That's okay. There. Smaller room. Get our whiteboards going. We have enough power to support those whiteboards, so off we go. Yeah, corridor is cheaper to dig out, so if you just need space, make it corridor unless you actually want to make it that room type. Yeah, it does have kind of a kids next door type vibe because they went a little nutso with the acronyms on that show. I remember that. An additional radio repeater. Don't mind if I do. More radio repeaters is more good. And that'll give us another territory within Patriot. And, you know, I mean, honestly, Codename Kid Next Door has a somewhat similar genre as this. The game titles itself as Spy-Fi. So it's science fiction, but more centered on spy type deal. And that actually is kind of the vibe you got from Kids Next Door with the whole 2x4 technology thing that they were doing. Yeah, I mean, it would be nifty and very fitting if they fit a Kids Next Door type reference in there. Okay, so all right, we got the additional additional radio repeater, which means we can unlock another region and get more schemes, which means more money. I am actually going to save this last region until we get a quest to fully scout a region. And then I'll build another one to fully scout it. But we can do 4 out of the 5 territories here just fine. Oh yeah, we also want to train up a bunch more science minions. Because we're having 4 whiteboards here. So we need more than just the 2 science minions. Also, let's look at the minions and look at their traits. See if there are any that would make particularly good scientists. Let's see here. Computer whiz. Actually, this is a good scientist because there's going to be a role needed for that. So science for you. Hot garbage, bad back. Yeah, you're bound for the world stage. We need to get you out of this stage here. This one actually wants to see the world, so go ahead. Oblivious. Former hammer. Away you. Workaholic. Workaholic's a good one. We do like ourselves some workaholic scientists. Green-fingered. Yeah, some of these, not all of these are designated for that, but that's fine. We don't need to focus all of our minions here.
A scheme has succeeded.
Open the research screen and take a look at all the diabolical opportunities.
All right, let me just set this back up again.
Choose any research project and set your scientists researching it. We suggest increasing your minion capacity, but ultimately the choice is yours.
This one's actually a
Your
pretty
lifeline.
bad tech because, yeah, plus 10 minions. You just build a couple of lockers, and you get that same thing. You don't need to waste a tech for that unless you've run out of stuff to do. No, we want computer console.
Research has begun.
This is much more
Research
valuable.
takes time, and our scientists will let us know when it's complete. Head back to the Lair to continue your world domination. This ability increases the importance and speeds of jobs within your area of influence. Move to a busy area of your lair, such as your control room, and trigger the ability.